This is Lola Lee Tea. Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? Welcome to my channel. So Blueface's ex-roster member, Harvard Bri, that's what people are calling her. She was on live saying her PR team said she shouldn't be talking about Blueface, but she still talked about him anyway. So she said Stunna Girl is beautiful. She said some kind words about Chrisean. She cleared some things up about her situation with Blueface. She said he didn't do anything to her. She said she never said anything about burning, down there. She explained what she meant by hurt her womb. And oh my God, guys, she said he was all up in her guts. And she confirmed what WAC 100 was saying. But remember, she made claims in her Manic state about him not using protection. And I really wanted to know if that's how Blueface is really moving in these streets right now. And yes, guys, she confirmed he did not use protection, allegedly. And I think that's insane and reckless, in my humble opinion. So she maintains that she's in love with him. Now, as for Bri not insisting that he use protection, she did explain in a previous live that, when she's in a manic state, she feels reckless. She, doesn't think about those things. She doesn't have any sort of a danger sort of instinct. And guys, near the end of the video, she had some of her fans come up. And, she has some really amazing fans. Her fans were holding her accountable. They were holding Blueface accountable. They were giving her some really great advice. She was actually listening to these fans. And they were speaking facts. They were speaking facts to her. So guys, check this out.
Working today, a lot of work to do actually. My publicist told me not to talk about Blueface online. Look at me thinking I'm in my Kanye no PR era. I was having a ball for a little bit until I got a call this morning like, so y'all stop asking me about Blue. Do not ask me about Blue. You can get me in trouble. It's Laneige, baby. Laneige. But thank you. I honestly have been doing so many skin treatments lately. Stunna Girl is a pretty lady. She is very beautiful, beautiful woman. I think she's very beautiful. Girl, you see these questions? Okay, where do I start? Let's go. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Where do you want me to start, guys? Y'all always, because y'all messy. I don't come to find out. What y'all not gonna do is have me in some mess. Okay? Because that's what I don't want to be in. What I don't want to be in is some mess. Let me see. I'm gonna see. Hold on. So, no. Okay, have you, why you didn't go downstairs? Downstairs where? Did that? I never said Blueface did that. And I keep on getting accused of saying something I didn't say, which is really annoying. But I think that y'all are trying to make it something it's not. And then it's just compounded with fake news. So I don't care. I don't care. What I'm not going to sit here and do is accuse somebody of something they did not do. And I keep on saying over and over, he didn't do nothing. Y'all want me to accuse him of something so bad. For what? Leave it alone. He didn't do nothing. He's sexy though. He is a sexy man. Oh my God, I said he hurt my womb. That means he liked me hurt. It was good too, by the way. It was really good. But don't repeat that. It feels better now. Jesus. We'll see. We'll know more about that in about a week. What's the point of associating yourself with him? I like him. Stop speaking on her. Run it back. Run my back. That's annoying. I don't have I don't know what you're talking about. Tell us about, no. Oh, you on something? No, I'm not. What I am on is some stress right now. I have a mediation brief due soon for one of my cases. Are you okay? Yes. You and your mom back home? Yes, I love my mom. What are you? Chrisean is a baddie. She's beautiful. And her new song is so good. That gospel song, It Be Making Me Cry, when I listen to it, is so good. It's so good. I don't know if I cried because of the song or because of like the transformation and like, or because of like the knowing like we go through a struggle, and you like want to come back for it, back about it. Mom, I'm good, baby. How are you? There's nothing. I don't. I don't have friends in LA. I'll say I have friends like from like childhood or like high school. Like I have like T, right? Thank you, baby. I have like friends, like people who I've been friends with for a long time, but the people who I've met like in LA and recently, I'll say like the Hollywood people, I don't consider them my friend. I know she couldn't wait. Oh, she was sitting on that shit for so long, wasn't she? She could not wait to tell what she thinks is my business, but it's okay. I'm a Libra. I know. I just texted this dude. I was like, what's for? He was like, what's up, baby? And I was like, I was just texting to ask you where you taking me for dinner. Good job. Think of everything. I actually own a law firm, and I have so many clients. Like I have like 15 cases going on. So it's like I don't know. I'm doing a good job, I think. So what does my job think? I guess my job thinks I'm great. I am confirming for the 100th time that Blueface did not do anything. I don't know why I keep having to say that. I don't know why you guys keep want to put things on him. I'm not beefing with Gorgeous. I don't know what you're talking about. No, I didn't say burned. I said that it would hurt. My womb hurts. And honestly, I was like, that was like a way of my manic, because I was having a manic episode at the time. That was like as a way to basically say like, he was all up in my guts, you know what I'm saying? But I can see how it sounded. The next day, trust me, it sounded terrible. Everybody was pissed off. I was like, wait, what did I say? Then I'm thinking, damn, I see what I said. That wasn't cool. That definitely didn't paint the picture I was thinking. I'm over here all in love and wonder why everybody upset. Oh, because my words sounded crazy, right? But damn. Oops. Not just for you, Paige, being messy. Oh my God. 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 I don't know why I said that. I was like, I laughed when I said it though. It's like, it hurts so bad I could call the police. Like, oh my God. Like, I can't believe that was just a terrible, I just don't, that whole, now that I'm like thinking about it and I'm looking back on it and I'm seeing like how you guys saw it, even though how it was meant, I could see how that sounds horrible, but not call the police like, oh, he's done something like bad. I feel terrible to say that. Thank you, baby. I know him calling, like trying to get his moment, like was crazy. He was ridiculous. Like, baby, don't try that in here and now. I think what you need to do is figure yourself out. He does not love me. He loves himself real bad. He loves himself really, really bad, actually. Okay, I know I keep trying to clear things up, so I'll say it again. Okay. I slept with Blueface. He decided me. I was already like, I was like already, not already at the time, like I have been like, started acting crazy. I know, it was crazy. It was crazy. And then I was like drinking and at the pool. And damn, I thought y'all knew that part. Oh, y'all didn't know that part. Damn, I wasn't trying to disclose anything new. Shoot. So then I went to the pool. I was acting crazy. I literally was like having a whole like episode. And then I just started saying stuff, and I don't know why I was saying that. I literally can't handle my liquor. Well, if he says we didn't, we didn't. I don't know. Like, I won't. One thing I won't do is lie to ad bodies. But if he said we didn't, we didn't. I don't mind. Then I'll go with that story. But yeah, it was definitely the liquor that brought the episode on. I really don't ever need to drink again. So I'm over here drunk, drinking like freaking vodka and stuff, like saying crazy things, like doing crazy things. Like I don't even remember. Like it was so bad. And so then the next day, when I saw what happened, I was like, And I think I was saying it so wrong. Like when I said like the word pit, I don't know if you see it over here. When I said I need a pit, it wasn't like, I wasn't saying that like, I felt like I was assaulted. I don't know. I think I was just using the language. What I was saying was that I needed to go get like a pap smear, basically. I needed to get checked out. And then I said, sorry, one of my friends were calling. No, one of my friends were calling who wants me to file a lawsuit. I know I said and did way too much. Like, there's like literally no coming back. I was like literally acting crazy. No, I wasn't trying to be messy. And he's cool. I also don't think he didn't want me either. So, but like, also like, I don't want to talk about that anymore. I just apologize and move forward. But like, I keep on like, I'm triggered. I'm a bit triggered. Yeah. You know, yeah, you do some crazy and you want it, like, people want an explanation, baby. I can't explain it. That's why it's called crazy. And if I could explain it, I think I would have been cognizant enough not to do it. Trust me, I was tweaking. I was acting crazy. You know why I think I was acting like that, like crazy like that though? Well, first of all, I was drunk. I was really drunk. And then, second of all, like, oh my God, I was like, this, I know, it's just like, I'm trying to be honest about it. It's like, whatever. It wasn't my best moment. It was not my best moment. I do need to heal. It is so embarrassing. Trust me. You know what? Even that, okay, so I was actually drunk on that live stream. And I honestly went back. I feel so bad. Like, y'all don't even understand. Like, if I could redo that whole day, I would redo the whole day. Because even like the stuff I said, like about like Chrisean, that's not cool. Like, there's no reason that I should have been speaking on her. There was literally no reason to speak on her, right? And then I'm for whatever reason speaking on her. I find it so disrespectful. I find it so disrespectful, you know? I'm upset. It's not my happiest moment. I was just so sad. Like, there was just so many things that happened that I'm like, damn, I'm speaking on that lady and she's not doing nothing. She's not bothering nobody. You're asking me if it messed it up for good with him. Why don't you ask him? You guys ask him that. Wait, but why would I deactivate my account and lay low? Like, why are you saying that? I need to focus on running my bed. He didn't kick me out. Whatever is on, I'll say, I don't even see her name on my page. It's just so icky. Like whatever is she's saying, I'll say, like anyone is saying, like, I don't know why that's a rumor like that I got kicked out. Yeah, I do remember after I went up, well, we were in his room and I took a shower. That's literally what happened after. And then he went back downstairs. He was streaming, I think, a little bit more and eating dinner. I'm practicing right now, actually. I'm working on something. It's taking forever. I just don't want to be doing this all fucking night. I just feel like I'm going to be doing this all night, and I hate that for me. I wasn't burning. I don't know why. I didn't see a post that Diamond made about me. I wouldn't know. I don't know who Sydney Lareau is. So me and Amaya were not beefing. What happened with Amaya is, I kind of want to put this on my page so I don't have to repeat it, because I feel like I've been repeating it when I get on live. What happened with Amaya is, you guys ready? Because I'm not going to repeat this story. So you need to like clip it or something. I do not want to repeat it, okay? I do not want to repeat the story. Because that's how it is. So a little while ago, Amaya, like last year, is actually 2024 now I think about it. She hit me up on DM. Well, okay, let me go back before that. In July of 2024, there's this guy. He was a boxer. His name is Paul. His name is Paul Bamba or whatever. He slid in my DM and he wanted to talk to me. He was very nice at the time. He was a good guy. So we were talking, right? Hold on. Yeah, so me and Paul were talking. He used to he was so kind. He would send me flowers every week. He would send me jewelry. Like, he was buying me first class flights. Like, he was like a really good guy, I thought, kind of. I was still going back and forth with my child's father. So ultimately I was kind of like choosing him over Paul. And I just, I wasn't ready for that kind of like situation. Now, when we stopped talking, during the time we were talking, he was supportive of my sister. My sister threw an event, and to be supportive of that event, Paul bought tickets to it. So during the time we were talking, like he had bought tickets to my sister's event. I guess like him buying tickets had triggered this next part in a certain way. Next, in July, I get a message. By that time, me and Paul had already stopped talking. I get a message from the Amaya Papaya girl, and I posted it on my page. And Amaya was like, "Oh, do you know my boy, like Paul, like we've been dating for like a year or since January. And mind you, this is in July or September or something like this. No, this is in September, she hits me up, I think. Because so I was like on my way out the country. She was like, do you know Paul? We've been dating since January. She said since November. He said since January. I don't know. We've been dating since for this time. And she was just asking these questions. And I did know that he had been dating me. But at that time, I was already over the situation. And I was headed to Paris to see Ronan, who I was dating, who I had just started dating, newly dating. So when she hit me up and asked me that, I told her, no, I didn't say no. I just said, you know what? Like, I feel like I empathize with you. I feel like you were lied to and I was lied to. I didn't give her any details. I didn't say anything. I just said we were both lied to. And I was just like, you're a beautiful woman. Like, keep going. I did that because why ruin a relationship? And why ruin a relationship when I don't want anything out of it? Like, even if I did want something out of it, I'm not the type, I don't have a big mouth. Like, I'm not chatty when it comes to that type of stuff. I'm not about to sit here and pillow talk with a woman about a man and compare notes and all that stuff. So honestly, I felt like I was doing her a favor because it looked like she was really invested. Like she was really hurt. So I was like, why add to it? Why like show her all this stuff? And I had like, this man was like coming to my house. He's like around my kids, like around my family and stuff. Like he was really going hard for me. But what's the point to tell her that to hurt her? Because it was over and she needed to figure out her stuff. And she was like a young girl and she was nice. So I decided to, and everything I say, by the way, I'll show screenshots. I always keep receipts. So I let it go. I told her like, you know what? I let it go. And she, I don't know what happened. Paul hit me up right after that. Like, and I told him, like, I was like, you got your girl hitting me up or whatever. And he basically tried to like brush it off. I posted a message. You saw, he was like, no, that's my ex. And I'm like, I hope she's okay. He was telling me that she was in a situation. Like she thought like that he was like having, I don't know, read the messages. You'll see that's where the messages start. I don't know what ended up happening between the two of them, but Paul ended up like continuing to try to get at me, continuing. Mind you, okay, and the last text message you see, Ronan had taken my phone. I just met Ronan and he was like, your number's not even saved in her phone. Like, leave her alone. Then he goes to Instagram. He's mad. He sees me in Paris. Mind you, he offered to pay for me to go to Paris. So I declined it because I just felt like it was not the right thing to do. I was going to see another man. It just wasn't cool, So he offered to take me to Paris or whatever. I was going to see Ronan. I didn't let him pay for it. I paid for it. And I kind of just, you see the messages. The whole time I was in Paris with Ronan, he was like telling me basically, he was like pressing me about it, like, you're with him, blah, blah, blah. And I was downplaying it. I was like, what are you talking about? I was just acting stupid because, like, first of all, it's not his business. But second of all, like, he was, I didn't know the status with him and Amaya. And it just was messy. So I was kind of blowing him off. Okay. You can see he's chasing me. This man used to send me roses. Like, he used to send me, I think at one point he would send me roses like every day. He was like the sweetest guy. So it wasn't something that I did. It was something that happened with my friend who was at my house. Like, I had two friends over that night, and I'm never going to talk about that. I'm never talking about that. It was triggering to all of us, but it happened in my house. So I don't want to get into it. So anyways, he didn't date my sister. He bought tickets to her show, and that made Amaya think that he was dating her. So originally, actually, Amaya went and confronted my sister. But my sister told her, no, you got it mixed up. Paul knows my sister, not me. Me and Paul are not a thing. He's a thing with my sister. My sister told her that. And then Amaya then came to me and asked me about it. And I was like, damn. But I didn't tell her anything. I just kept my mouth closed. I was like, you know what? You deserve better. I said something along the lines of like, you're a beautiful woman, figure it out. All right, you guys, are we up to date on the story? So then after that, hold on, let me see something real quick, guys. Hold on real quick. So yeah, so then after that, yeah, Paul kept trying to talk to me and I pretty much turned him down and moved around. And then a couple months after that, he died. He actually died. So like, I was never going to speak on it. I literally have my phone. I have all his messages in my phone right now. I was never, ever, 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 ever going to speak on it. I was just going to lay it to rest. And like Amaya had like made a whole highlight of them. So like, I'm thinking like, I'm letting her grieve. Like I was going to let her go to her grave thinking that like he left her, like she thought. Okay. So I was never going to speak up about it, even though I knew all of this stuff. And he was like telling me that that's not even, he did not claim her. So then the other day, oh my God, y'all are crazy. Okay. So the reason I'm speaking on it now. So, Courtney, Gorgeous Doll, made a post about me on her page. And out of the blue, Amaya comes out of nowhere and she says, oh, I know this girl, my ex-boy, she dated my ex or whatever, and he warned me about her and said she's all this stuff. And I was like, so then I was like, girl, come on, girl. So then, and mind you, it's been like 2 years. It's been like 2 years. So then when she inserted herself and said that, that's when I was like, Amaya, girl, I was, girl, how dare you? Like, it was random. Like, she just came out the woodworks, out the blue, and commented on Gorgeous Doll stuff. And I was just like, that's so weird. The last conversation we had was very positive. I told her, I'm empathize with you, whatever. I know you're going through some, I don't know what the situation is with him. I didn't say nothing to her because I did not want her to, I didn't want to hurt her heart. I just left it alone and moved on with somebody else. So I don't care. She's not my girl. The thing is, the messages I dropped, the thing is, it was like after I was done dating him and he was still trying to talk to me. It's just like, I don't care. Like I did lie to her because first of all, I don't owe her anything, but I was not dating him anymore. So like, I didn't care. At that time I was already with Ronan. So I was just like, okay. If a girl comes to me and asks me questions about a man, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to, I don't know. It depends. I felt like I didn't want to be messy. I didn't want to hurt her. I felt like I was going to hurt her heart. I thought I was doing the right thing. So I thought I was preserving her. I didn't want to hurt her. I don't know. I felt like if she knew the extent to which he had been pursuing me, that it would hurt her feelings. And he was already telling me that she was, and I was not going to add to that. That was not cool. I don't care what y'all say. I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to do it. He's telling me this guy's name tatted, all this. So what? Why would I then get up and tell her everything? If you don't get it, I don't know. I haven't watched Temptation Island, but tell her to play the recording because that's not true. But look, I'm not talking about Courtney. God bless Courtney. I don't want to talk about her. I haven't got to see the show. I haven't watched Love Island yet, but I hope my sister's the star of the show. My little sister's amazing. I really hope that she's the star. She really is, like, in real life. So like, I'm sure she's amazing on the show, right? My sister's name is Lulu. Lauren. I hope she's the star. She's the star of the show. You know what? I think it's a major fallout with the people that I think because I just came into the scene basically, and I started with these like Hollywood people, and I didn't realize like that. So like people say like Hollywood people are like not your friends and all this stuff. Like it's the truth. Like I was like making everybody my close friend, and they're just not. And I didn't know, like I didn't know like that you're not like that. These people are not like your real friends. Why do I have to just be a lawyer though? Like why can't I just be everything I want to be? if nobody fucks with me, that's fine. Like, what am I supposed to, like, I have my friends from my like back in the day or whatever. Like, I have my friends from before all of this, and I think that that's fine. I'm content with that. There's so much to do, guys. People where you are lost. I know. I see it. I'm moving because my lease is up. I had a 2-year lease and it's up, and I decided not to renew it because of the security issues in this building and what happened with my ex situation where they like let him up here and stuff. Like, I have a real problem with that. So I've got to move. I am not telling you guys where I'm moving to, obviously, but I'm definitely moving today. And yeah, I'll update you guys on that soon. I don't know though. Y'all have been real mean to me. I don't know if I want to tell y'all where I'm going or what I'm doing. I might not have to be able to get on here no more. What comments am I reading? The ones you guys are writing? Decor. I'm going to take you guys through my whole decor thing. Thank you, Baby. The thing is, like, the mean comments, I kind of don't care about them. It's not, for me, it's like, I don't know. I don't care too much because it's just like, there's nothing I can really do about that. Like, the stuff the mean things you guys are saying. For one, I know for me, I don't wake up, even people who do mean things to me, I do not wake up and be like, let me talk to them and say this and that to them. Exactly. So like, oh, on my computer, I'm working. I'm drafting like this brief right now for one of my cases. So it's like taking me, I'm not reading any of the comments, I'm working. But yeah, like, the thing is, like, I can't say, I try to be really fair. I can't say, I can't sit here and say that like you guys' opinions are wrong, right? Because it's your opinion. You deserve to have that. And then I can't be mad that you have an opinion if I expose my life to, you know, people having opinions, right? So it's just like, this is kind of like, I kind of put myself in the position to have feedback. I will say some, if not a large portion of the negative feedback, it comes from things that have been said that are simply not true. I know. So it's like, but I don't have the capacity to tell you guys what's true and what's not true. It's just too much. So I just like, I let people go. I let people think what they want. Like, the thing about me, you don't see me get up on here and bash people and talk and say this, that, and the other. I don't even moderate, really. I let y'all say what you guys got to say. Like, if you are right now, you're a human being, you're sitting at your house and you're watching me, and I'm really just working today, but you're watching me and you're angry, you feel so emboldened and impassioned that you have to say something that is so mean, you recognize like someone who's fragile, but you have to say something to put me down. That's on you. I can't do nothing about that. I can't even really be mad at you. I just gotta let you just do you, you know, that's on you. All right. I appreciate your advice. I have been decentering men. I'm not talking to anyone. And I don't know how you all think like you can come on here and say, oh, you need to take accountability. You need to do this. Like, you guys only see such a small corner of my life. That's why I say you can't believe I'm a lawyer. Y'all, you see, like, that's like, lawyering is like, I would say 75% of my day. TikTok and social and all this and friends and the drama is like maybe 10% of my day. So I come in and tune in, but then like, I'm typically like tuned out of it. And I don't know, you're telling me what you need to do from 10% of my life is interesting. There's a lot of perfect people on TikTok. A lot of perfect people on TikTok. I just throw that away, please. I post all day. It's so funny. I don't think my clients see my social media. I'm in labor and employment law. So I own a firm and it's corporate. defense, but I do some plaintiff work. I actually really like the plaintiff work I'm doing right now. I got into law because I love to read and I love politics. I don't think I want, you know what's crazy? I'm not even gonna tell y'all because y'all are gonna clown me, so I'm not gonna say it, never mind. Yeah, I love to read, I love politics, and I love history, so it just made sense. I scored in the top, very high percentile in the LSAT, FYI. Okay, hold on. Do you want to come up here? You, this girl here, I don't know, let me see. The girl with like who's cussing everyone out in the comments. Do you have something? Do you have something you need to get off? Yeah, the fan girl. Do you have something you need to get off your chest? Girl, I'm happy to let you come up here and talk if you want. You seem to be, you talking more than me. You talking more than everybody in the comments. You sister, come up here, honey. Like you see, you need to get some stuff off your chest because why are you going off on everybody and me too? Let me come up here, maybe get some hands laid on you, baby. You got to get prayed over. So let me see, just ranting. Like, are you okay? She's not even requesting to come up. Some other girls requesting to come up. Girl, come up here. If you request to come, I'll let you come. I don't even know how to get you up here. Babe, girl, I think you should come because what are you talking about down there? Come up. Listen, and y'all, you see how she has such a strong opinion down there. So if are you gonna come up here? If you don't come up here, then don't be down there cussing out all my friends. Like we saw exactly, Decentering, take accountability, move on. Like, okay, do that. And anybody else who has anything to get off of your chest, come up here. Like, right? Where are you? Come up here, girl. Because you're like, you can't be fighting everybody in my comments and then just not come up. Like, now you have to come up. You're going to war with everybody down there. They're probably scared of you, girl. We all scared. We're trying to figure out what's going on with you. Oh my God. I know someone I know. You can't listen. How about this? Come up and turn your camera off. We won't even make you have your camera on if you don't want it on. But I feel like you coming up would be better than you stand down there fighting with all my friends. Everybody over there fighting, trying to hide from you, girl. Come on. I know. I'm just like. It's literally and figuratively a fan. The fan girl, the fan. Yeah, come on up here. We listen. I think it's called Runaway, and I actually broke a nail on trying to get it fixed. But listen, girl with the fan. Oh, she's gone. She didn't want to come up here. Damn it. Well, anybody else who wants to come, and I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Next, right? Not her leaving, right? Like, all we said is come up here because, like, why are you down there cussing everybody out? Like, if you want to just come up here and do it, because I'm trying, yeah. All right, guys, so we lost a friend. We lost the fan. Yeah, I'll let this girl come up. She likes to come up. Hi.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Hi.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you can hear me. So I apologize if what I said in the comments was me earlier. It must have been the timing of it. Like what I was saying and what you replied with fit so well. I was like,
what was it?
So I had a question, and then somebody, I think it was the fangirl, was starting to talk about accountability. So I think your reply about taking accountability, I was like, damn, I didn't mean it like that. My question was, did you and your previous partner get back together this year, or are people just kind of sensationalizing your story again so that they can get clout off of you?
Oh, I didn't know that's still on. That's going around the internet right now. What do you mean? Who's sensationalizing that? Are people making videos on that right now?
Yes, and then clips, but unless you follow the story day by day by day, you can't tell what was 2025 and what was 2026. No. So that's why I was wondering, did you all get back together?
So remember I told you we got back together. I told everyone we got back together right after the situation happened. I would say, so the situation happened in July. I saw him again for the first time in September. So and then from September to December we dated, and then January, December we broke up. My little brother passed away, and then in January we got back together, and I went to see him in Morocco. And then after I left Morocco, we completely stopped talking. So I haven't spoken to him since January, so it's been 4 months now. and I have not been with him. I don't know what he's up to. They keep coming in here saying things, but it's just like, I don't care what he's got going on, guys. Like, he's doing his thing, right? Like, he doesn't even live in this country, you know?
That was my only thing. I'm gonna get down now, but yeah, sorry again.
It's okay, thank you. So now me and Ronan are not together, guys. I don't know.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Bree.
Yeah.
I have a serious question. Would you ever think about doing like a little social media break?
So why?
Cause okay, I want to tell you something so real. I low key feel like a lot of girls can see this. Like there is a point of like delusional, you know, like everybody has that, but you are like somebody that you grew up rich and wealthy. There could be like a part in being sheltered. So you like kind of like this, like the game, like a little bit of the dark world, because you've been in such of a more, you know, like shelter, like in a better light, you know? So going into like having fun with like all the other people, it's different for you, but it's like, it's kind of like you're going to be exploited and manipulated with these kind of people because they have been in this game for so long. Like this isn't, they really are dark. You know what I'm saying?
So would it be possible instead of like having to just get off social media, can I just like not hang around those people?
It's hard not to. You have to like right now, because right now you got to show other people like, okay, you showed us the cute little relationship part. It's like, okay, stop putting it on. Like, show us what you do. Like, keep showing us.
You just told me to get on social media, so how can I show you guys anything if I have to get off social media?
You don't have to show anybody. I'm saying if that's what you're going to do, if that's what you're going to go ahead and show. I just think it's just, you're going to be like listening to Gorgeous Doll talk about you and stuff. It's like, these are like known people who are like in different kind of worlds, you know, like you grew up with like a way, like a silver spoon. Like you could probably relate more to Becca Bloom. You know what I'm saying? Like you could probably.
Hell yes, I love her life. Like
you would more like I would. You could just go that route.
I don't think it's getting off social media. I think because it's like I don't think it's fair for people to tell me to just stop using Instagram and stuff like that just because like.
No, I don't think that. I just think you're smart and almost too smart for your own good, where you intellectualize too much things which don't need to be intellectualized. It's like is what it is. Like Blueface, there's nothing to intellectualize that roach. Like you can't intellectualize that. That's just, he's a roach.
You know what confused me about the Blueface situation is like the people who were saying like I wanted clout off that. I was like, how? There's no possible way I could have gotten clout off that because in my world, people like were disassociating themselves with me for associating myself with him. Like it was not clout that I was like getting like people were calling me like my friends. I got friends who even work in the White House and they were like, we won't align ourselves with you if you like align yourself with him. Like it's disgusting.
But also they might not be a poppin' beautiful black girl who's in that kind of crowd and could even access that part of as well. Like it's sometimes people just do stuff, you know, but sometimes you have to understand you have a lot more accountability. So you can't do stuff anymore. Like this might have to be like your last go around of a lot of certain things. Like, yeah. And I believe you can like alchemize from anything. And I don't believe that you have to just be positive. No, you can be dark and light. Like Shira, she got exposed for like all, you know, oh, this and that with James. And the whole time it's like, she tells us what it really is. It's like, oh, wait, whoa. So it's like for you, you don't have to intellectualize this crap. Just move like
intellectualize it.
Like, okay, you will intellectualize your manic moments. You'll intellectualize a roach.
What do you mean? What does intellectualize mean to you?
You will try, like, everything is like this. You are wanting information. You want to like pinpoint like, okay, this and that. Sometimes it's like, you just have to accept, okay, whatever. Like, you can't intellectualize people like Blueface. That's what I'm trying to explain. You can't intellectualize a moment. Yeah, you had a bad moment. Everybody could see what it was. Like, it was, you don't have to tell people, oh, you got on meds and this. Is like, okay, what the ever. Plenty of politicians and all this and people in the White House do all that. But also, it's not going to be exploited on that level for where you're at. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you might, yeah, you do have to be a couple steps ahead. And like, it's nothing wrong with growing. But I do think this, like, it's just trash. It's trash. The Ronan thing is like, okay. Then it's like the Blueface. Then it's like, oh my God, Gorgeous Doll. Like these trash people got your name in your mouth and your name in their mouth.
I refuse. The thing about Courtney is that I've literally never met her in person. I've never met her in person, and I think I've spoken to her on the phone like 5 times. And then she says like, I came out in support of her. I'm like, you came out and did a think piece on a situation that I went through, whereas that's your job. Everyone did a think piece, right? Didn't we all do think pieces on, isn't that what, like, everyone was making content? So it was like, I'm not questioning her intentions, but it's just like, we were never friends like that. And like, but I in turn did also try to support her. I purchased clothes from her brand, purchased them and promoted them for free. Purchased stuff from her son's like toy shop, went to a spa down the street and was like, and pitched her as a wholesaler. Like, and she asked me to write her a letter of recommendation. I was like trying to encourage her and like take her through like.
See, that's what I'm saying. You're like it's too
exactly, and like
too nice,
exactly. And then and this is something that I found has been going on ever since, like, and I told the story yesterday about how and like why I was shielded literally up until like 2 years ago. This is my first time coming outside, basically, because I was basically married in the house with my baby daddy, and he like, I went straight from like law school to kids, like being a home wife, and then I got let on the loose. I came out the house and I'm like, what the? And I'm like, I'm approaching everyone like with like I guess it is just like childlike. That's what someone said to me the other day. They were like, he's like, I don't understand why all of these people are saying these things, because you're just way too. You're just gullible and genuine. And I'm like, yes. And that is the thing, because, you don't know, people don't like you until that you get into one argument. And I didn't even argue. I never argued with her. I never had a problem, but then she's mad. I unfollowed or whatever in a situation. I don't even get into it. So then what she does is the story time is not on her. Usually it's between like her and someone else. This is like just all nefarious and egregious and untrue reporting on me, like as a person. I'm like, this is not a story time. This is, what are you talking about? You're just like reporting. She said I paid Ronan $20,000 a month to call me. Like, this is so strange.
But this is my thing. Who cares if you did or not? Because everybody has things they've done for money.
I would never do, like, come on, 20, like what? I never put him in a dime. Girl, he asked him about it. I was selfish as hell with him. You're not.
But I wouldn't even. I don't care. I would. Yeah. Those are things like, I heard that in the conversation. But to be honest, so I think about it like, you have 20 grand to spend. You know how many girls are like, I'm not saying if you did or not, but there's plenty of women who are tricking. Like, plenty. Like, what the heck? And whatever. That has nothing to do with it. I just think you just in the dark world. Get out of those.
No, and that's true. Like, I'm like, and so like now that I've never met so many people who were just so willing to like tear down my reputation, like everything I've built behind like, is it? And then they're saying it's clout for me. I'm like, no, it's really not. I'm actually living this life. Like, I actually have money. I actually have like whatever I say I have. I'm not creating content for you guys. I'm just really showing you guys my life. That's why I post what I do. They're the ones making the content. They're the ones creating, like they're orchestrating, and it's devious. And it's like, this is, and I've realized recently, I just had to learn my lesson. This is their job. This is their job to do that. This is not my job. My job is to be a lawyer. And then I'll go on the internet and I'm like, damn.
No, you don't need to be like.
Yeah, and the whole Courtney, it's just too nasty.
Did you grow up with a lot of white kids, like in school and stuff?
Yes. Yes, so, I went to private and charter school.
Yeah, same here. So you never really like hanging out with people like you.
I didn't hang out with the more
the black kids. So now you're having that moment. You know what I'm saying?
It's horrible over here. I'm gonna go back.
You know what it is? You have to find your people. It's not, you have the cool black people, you have the popular black people, you got like, it's even just a Mean Girls. Have you remember all like the different kind of categories of people? I think it's just, you see, maybe reliving the childish part could be just reliving like things that you haven't got to experience before, but you're not doing it in the best light. And social media, you can find your people, but you're in a way, you don't have to use social media to find those people. You don't have to, you could be where you go just naturally to the gym or to go eat. You could be like a way like better group of people that won't do this to you and exploit you on social media.
It's like I don't understand how you can, like, it's not even legal. You can't, I don't know, whatever. I'm not speaking on. I'm not speaking on the whole Courtney thing. This is not the whole with Blueface thing. I know I'm not hanging out with him. No, Pops, I didn't see your text. You texted me when? When did you text me?
Hey, Bri, can I say something?
Sure.
Yeah, I just want to say, I've watched your I've watched your videos before, when the whole situation happened that like put you on a lot of our For You pages, and you're super educated, you're super insightful, and I feel like you're above a lot of the stuff that's going on right now, like the drama with Ronan, like messy family members, etc., etc. I think you're entirely above that completely, and I feel like the best way to make these people even more mad is just pour yourself back into your vocation of like your work of being an attorney, which you're really good at. And I feel like once they see you continue to succeed and thrive, like that's the best revenge. That's the best way to like respond to the whole situation.
I'm part of that world anymore, y'all. I'm leaving. I'm going right back. I'm going home.
Go home, girl.
And the other thing too I noticed is that a lot of the people that I that like attack you, from what I've seen or like come for you, a lot of them are extremely male-centered women. And a lot of them like worship connection to men. I think that's part of the major reason why they attack you. Even with like some of your family members, I'm not sure if you guys are good now, but like a lot of them seem really, really male centered. So I think once you like pour back into yourself, pour back into like other educated women who are not jealous of you, I think things will just be a lot better for you. And I just want to see you like not be involved in those situations with those people.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I appreciate you, and I appreciate you using your platform to also talk about DV. I think that's very, very important. I don't know why people are getting upset, but I think that's really important. And I know people have judged you for, I guess, the way you've handled that situation. But I hope that you're able to move forward, like towards new people, new experiences, and yeah.
I was the one that blamed that on witchcraft. I blamed you and Ronan's love on witchcraft, girl. I blame most of this on witchcraft. That's all I gotta say. They all witches.
Witchcraft. Mm-mm. Yeah, I just need at that point, like I need Sierra, you're being ridiculous down there. If you have something to say, you can come up here and say it, or you can keep your negative comments to yourself. Okay? That's your first warning. With everyone.
And sorry, Blueface is all. I don't want to talk about him. I don't know if you are okay with that or if you don't want us to talk about that. But I just want to say he's a misogynist. He's a misogynistic tout. And he's part of the problem. Like even the way he talks about women is so demeaning and degrading. And I just feel like you deserve a man.
That's what I threatened my kids over a man. Who said that? And then here goes Fan back in the comments like, why are you? If you guys have something to say, come up here and talk. Otherwise, get out of my life.
That's literally what I was going to say. Excuse me, Fan, TG.136. Why won't you come up here? I've watched you leave, come out, talk. I mean, like, the floor is yours, babe.
Yeah, and yeah, just to say that, like, Blueface is a misogynistic tout. And, like, even you, like, engaging with a man like him or engaging with, a man like Ronan.
Everybody, like, all y'all, okay. Okay. So one thing about me, I don't watch TV, okay? And I don't watch, especially not reality TV and stuff like that. And also, like, I barely, other than what I post, I barely scroll through the internet. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So a lot of these things that I'm seeing and hearing, and this is my genuine truth about this Blueface character guy, it's new. I thought he was just like, I used to think he was so sexy when he was like rapping and stuff like that. And then they're saying like he's abusive. They're saying that like everyone's saying so many new things, and all of these things I've just not been privy to. Which it's not an excuse or anything. It's just like I haven't watched his like that, you know what I'm saying? So why do you all hate this guy?
I think honestly you're blinded because you already came out of the DV situation. So there's certain things that you're gonna not realize that the whole time it is a DV situation. He has a special needs child. He has plenty of children. He disrespects every person, every woman that he has a baby with. Look at his parents. You should see how his mom talks on the internet. I mean, these are things that are viral all the time. Like regardless of you not being on the internet, that's the part of delusion. You have to be for real with yourself. Absolutely for real.
I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off, but let me just say too, though, even if you like have listened to his music, like, oh, I'm gonna put a B on the blade.
Right.
Oh, buzz down, Tatiana, buzz down. All of his music is very derogatory and demeaning towards women. He degrades women. He calls women B's, calls himself a P in his music. So a lot of his music is very anti-women, and like just rappers in general are very misogynistic. And like multiple women have said that he's put his hands on them. Multiple women have said that he's hit them, that he's dragged them, pulled them, grabbed their hair. So and you know, I'm always on the side of believing the woman. You see what I mean? So if women are saying that they've had these experiences with him and he's violent, and then I already seen his music, there's a lot of misogyny. It's like very, you know, for me to believe that.
I know him and Chrisean, of course I know about that situation. I'm not crazy. Like, I know they were going through it. But he gave Jaden a black eye as well.
Yeah, he did hit Jaden. He did hit Jaden.
Yeah,
and Jaden actually posted
physically
pictures of marks on her Instagram story.
He's physically assaulted both of the mothers of his children. Now, there's some controversy about whether or not Chrisean is the mother of his child, but when people say Blueface's baby mama, they know we're talking about Chrisean and Jaden. Mm-hmm. And apparently there's a new one named Neveah. Obviously, Neveah doesn't have DV allegations, but it's a pattern. It's almost like she doesn't have them yet. Yeah. So he's associated with domestic violence. And I think even though you're not chronically online, Blueface is chronically online. So he preyed on you, or I should say, his collaboration with you seemed to be predatory. It seemed to be like, mm-hmm. He wanted you to be the new Chrisean, but he looks for women to exploit. And we knew that based on how he exploited Chrisean. So to just see you in the mix, it just feels like he's very calculated and people are still falling for it. But I cannot stress this enough. I'm not blaming you, Bri. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Like, even if you're not online, Blue is online. So for him to collab with you, knowing the skeletons in his closet, that was very calculated of him.
I'm not exactly going to blame you, Bri, but I am going to hold you accountable because as somebody who has dealt with mental health things and DV and having kids, I've had to take my anger management classes and I've had to go make sure that like I'm clinically sane. And you do have to just take accountability and understanding. Like people do background checks on people before they even go on a first date. They go through the whole LinkedIn, the whole Facebook, see everybody. So it's like before you would go on a live stream in front of thousands of people, yeah, that is something.
Oh my god, I looked.
That's definitely something you want to take sure.
Literally, that was the worst. That was not the best thing, you know. I deeply regret that.
And yeah, that's one thing that I would say too.
But you made it out alive. You're alive, and you're right. Not like, you know, that could have been even worse and scarier, girl. That could have been even like he honestly, and to be honest, he kind of showed that he was a little bit scared of how smart you were. I think you did make him nervous in a certain sense. So we could even see like how it just didn't even make sense. The collab, like, you just too smart. He was nervous so fast.
Twitch.
I saw some of the clips of the stream on TikTok that were like posted or that went viral, and I feel like men like that misogynistic.
What was you guys' opinion about it?
See, that was what I was gonna say. I saw one clip where you were like talking to him, Blueface, and you were like, "Oh, I'm not like Chrisean, like." You know, because I would listen to you. If you tell me to shut up, something like that, I would shut up something. You were just saying that you would be like more submissive to him, essentially. And for me, it's like men like him, abusive, misogynistic men, they get off on humbling women who they feel like are above them. So because they're super educated, they get off on owning, possessing, or controlling women who are like that. And a lot of people were calling you a pick-me based off that clip. And I'm not going to call you a pick-me. I would just say that it's internalized misogyny. Like, we've all been told those messages by the patriarchy that we have to submit, a good woman listens, you know, I'm better than this woman because she's a woman, I'm not, and X, Y, and Z. So these are all messages that we've been fed by the patriarchy. And I think as women, we just have to all start to deconstruct and just start to divest from men's opinion of us, because men prey upon women like that. Like, if they know that you desire their approval or to be seen as, you know, more submissive, better, whatever, they're going to prey upon that. That's the only thing that I would say.
The show, it felt out of pocket, out of place, and out of character for you. It was ridiculous. That's all. That's what I had to say. And you was talking about, oh, you could put him on and this and that. No, girl, you can, man, go. You could date a president. Like, I mean, I know you don't want Donald Trump right now, but you're talking about, oh, I got friends in the White House. Girl, go with the people in the White House. Lord have mercy. You going in Blueface house. Ew. It's got babies in there.
So I think this is a really good place to interject. Miss Carmen Sandiego, Miss Fan, Miss Ellen, all the fake pages who have no balls and who are literally hiding behind these fake pages, please stop. Because I don't see any of you all swallowing your pride and getting up here and engaging. You're just sucking in the comments. And I've had enough, because I will read every single one of y'all fake pages. Y'all are bots. You are nothing. Please stop pretending that you have a moment here.
And I just want to see you date men who have a similar education level as you, a similar vocation, a similar disposition. Because there are educated men who are also abusers. But I think a lot of issue that you run into is like you are around men who are jealous of you because they've never accomplished what you've accomplished. And that's also a big problem.
Yeah, I was like traumatized. I think when I met when coming from my relationship with my son's dad, whereas like he was the educated guy, like he was the guy who was the director of a tech company and went to UCLA and got his master's at Eastern Michigan, and he was like, he owned a home and he did all that. Like we were on and off for like 6 years, and the issue is that like the way that he, I would say, tortured me mentally was unmatched. Like no one's ever did that type of before, and the way that he was like manipulative and like how I was treated in that situation, I was like mentally like I'd never been in the worst, like such a bad place in my life. Like, yeah, when I went to, I moved to Texas for him, left my job. He didn't want me to work, do all this stuff. And like, I like lost my life. I felt like I lost my life. And so I'm like, dang, like I didn't, after that, like, I was like, absolutely not. It's like, this is worse to me. Like the psychological abuse by someone so intelligent and someone so manipulative was worse to me than being physically beaten. I prefer to be, and that sounds so crazy. That's how it happened. Like, it was just the craziest thing. So then I'm like, I do a complete 160 and go to the Ronin guy. Like, that obviously didn't work out well.
Well, you have to make sure that you take care of your daddy issues and your parent issues so you don't get somebody that's an authoritarian figure in that sense. Because honestly, you think a rich man torments you, honey, a broke man will do the same thing. Any man
that's what happened too, because then Ryan started being jealous and started wanting to run the show and like acting like my house was his house, and I'm just like, oh my god, again.
At least with your rich man, hey, at least your kids are taken care of, and like I can say that my ex was abusive and always had way more money than me. I didn't know I was in a manipulative, like money, like abusive situation, but getting out of it, you know what? Guess what? The best thing I did was he had money. My son is taken care of. Like, I don't have to deal with like, oh, he needs this and that. He doesn't need anything from me. Like, my kid is good. A broke man, we
have to just decenter men. We have to decenter all men, rich or poor, because all men are violent towards women and children globally, right? Rich or poor. But the thing that I was just saying with Bri is I feel like she's just going to be better suited with dating men who are intellectually on her same level, at least academically, at least have some form of accomplishments, because I notice when men don't have that, they get very, very, very jealous and hostile. But all men are violent, though, towards women, like in a patriarchy.
And it might be a challenge for you to get back to dating somebody in that type of intellectual way. Yes. But also you can start something new for everybody. You can go ahead and try it and then like be like, you know what? You want to stay on social media? Like, tell us the formula. How'd you get this guy that got 5 houses in Bali and to businesses and the son of
I've realized though, like the more like powerful and like high up the guy is, like the more terrible he is. Like, I don't know how to better say it. Like I have like the guy, the more it's just like the more
change your mindset behavior. You have a lot of people who enable that sort of behavior. And while I'm Zomi, sounds like homie. What's up, y'all? While I fully agree in decentering men, I also think that we are in a society where, relationships matter. And if you are going to be with a man on everything on my life, don't be with a broke one. Be with someone that benefits your lifestyle, because if they do things like cheat on you or whatever a man does, at least you can leave with what you need in that situation, and you're not pouring so much. Like, relationships benefit men, heteronormative relationships benefit men far more than they benefit women, because we are usually doing all the work in those relationships. And through decentering them and allowing them to, pay some bills, do some stuff, like pour into you, like, especially when it goes against everything that the patriarchy tells us, like, no, we're supposed to, be subservient, and we're supposed to work, and we're supposed to protect and provide and nurture and reproduce. Like, that's crazy. If we're doing all of that, what do you need a man for? And so if you're going to be with a man, let's decenter them, but also like focus on recentering yourself. What do you need from this relationship? How can this relationship best benefit you? And like, so I my undergrad, I went to Spelman, right? And so speaking of like men who are intellectual, I've never had men try to combat me more than some of my Morehouse brothers. Like, you're mad that I go to the HBCU. It was crazy. And so it's just like, men, sometimes it's that ego thing, right? And especially when you lower your standards, which it goes back to centering yourself. If you lower your standards and you allow a man to, you know, give you whatever on everything, he'll make you pay for it. So you just have to set your standards, say what you want out of the connection, what you want out of the relationship, and don't let them give you less. Like, no, you have to come in this relationship and you got to be a bill payer. You have to come in this relationship and I want flowers. I want this. I want that. Whatever it is that your personal standards are, set them and don't let nobody disrespect those standards.
Yes.
On everything, Coco. Yes. He will help you lose everything.
Can you come here, please? Right here. Hi. Hold on, guys. I'm going to call back on a second. Hold on. I'm flipping right now with them.
All right, guys, you heard what Harvard Bri had to say. I hope she does stay away from Blueface. And, you know, who knows? Maybe he did scope her out. Blueface does like women that are a little crazy. And, you know, that is always good for going viral. So what do y'all think about the advice that Bri's fan base was giving her? And guys, do y'all think that Blueface is out here, you know, doing his thing without, you know, protecting himself? That is really scary. That is so scary to me. Guys, let me know your thoughts. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Love you guys. Bye.